Paper. It's flat and thin and comes in many different colors. You might think it's a little boring, but did you know you can make anything out of paper? It's true, and this art form is known as origami. The word origami comes from the Japanese words ori, meaning folding, and kami, meaning paper, and it's exactly that. Origami is all about folding paper into different shapes. From birds to flowers to boats or airplanes, you can create anything with a piece of paper and some imagination. And origami doesn't just have to be made from paper, it can be made out of many different materials. Napkins, candy wrappers, sticky notes, and even money can be folded into something amazing. With such a variety of materials, you can make origami that's as small as your fingernail, like this teeny tiny little paper crane I made. Isn't it so cute? Or as large as your whole body, like this huge paper crane I made. Look, it's almost as big as me. You can truly make origami of any size. Let's meet up with my new friend Luca and his dog Pickles to learn about his passion for origami. Luca has been making origami for 6 years. That's a pretty long time. His passion started with his love for animals, especially water creatures like piranhas. He loved them so much that he wanted a piranha toy he could play with, but when he searched for such a toy, he realized it didn't exist. So he decided he would make one for himself, and he made it out of, guess what? Paper. Back then, he used little cuts in the paper and glue to make the piranha. But with a lot of time and practice, Luca knows how to make all sorts of figures. He showed me how to make another one of his favorite animals, the nautilus. He can make llamas, frogs, snails, centipedes, giraffes, and so much more. And he only uses folds to create them. Isn't that so cool? Whatever Luca is interested in, he makes it out of paper. There is no limit to what you can make. One of Luca's favorite origami creations is this accordion dog, and he makes it so quickly. Even though it has a lot of folds and it's pretty complicated, he has practiced so many times he knows exactly what to do. Doesn't it kind of look like Pickles? Luca showed me how to make one. There were a lot of complicated steps and I needed a lot of help. A lot. In the end, it didn't look quite right, so I think I need to practice some more. But Luca said that even though it might seem hard at first, it usually gets easier the more you practice. Isn't it incredible how just a few folds can transform an ordinary piece of paper into something completely new? Luca told me that an origami creation that moves is called an action model. Action models usually move when you either push or pull something. We made a few frogs that actually jump. Whoa! It's like the paper has come to life. So what would you make out of paper? Remember, it can be anything you can imagine. There's an abundance of creativity when it comes to origami. I'm going to try to make some paper cranes. Because there's an old Japanese legend that says if you fold 1,000 paper cranes, you will be granted a wish. Because cranes are considered magical creatures that live 1,000 years. Plus, I could use a bit more practice. If you would like to fold a paper crane with me, grab a piece of paper and we'll get started. But if not, I hope you'll make your own origami creation soon. So since most origami requires a square piece of paper, I'll show you how to make a square out of any piece of paper you have. All you have to do is fold the corner toward the longer edge so that the shorter edge lines up with the longer edge. Then you fold the excess paper along that line we created. Fold it one way and then the other, and crease it super well. Then you just tear the excess off very carefully, and you can even lick the edge to soften the paper and make it a little bit easier. Now you have the perfect origami paper. So, Luca showed me how to fold a paper crane, and now I'll show you too. First, you fold your square piece of paper in half. Unfold it and fold the other way. Unfold and fold at the diagonal into a triangle. Unfold and fold the other diagonal. Make sure one of the corners is pointed toward you. Then bring the right corner to the bottom corner. Then bring that fold in the middle to the right corner. And the top corner to the bottom corner. Now take the left corner and bring it to the bottom corner and crease. Yours should look something like this. Then take the right side and fold it in toward the middle crease. Rotate and do the same for the left side. Turn the paper over and do the same on the other side, folding the right and left sides in toward the middle crease. We now have something that looks like a kite. Fold the top half of the kite down along the center line. Unfold and open the kite. Take this top piece of paper and lift it up and begin to make a little boat. Fold the sides of the boat in and flatten. Flip over the paper and fold the top of the kite down and back up. Then open the kite again and make the boat and flatten, just like before. So with the legs at the bottom, fold the right side into the middle and the left side into the middle. Flip it over and do the same thing. The legs look a little bit smaller now. Turn it to the side, open the flaps like a book, and push the leg up to make the crane's tail, and fold the tail in half. Turn to the other side, open like a book, push the leg up and fold in half to make the neck of the crane. Pull the tail out a little, and then the neck. And then to make the crane's head, simply push the top half of the neck down and pinch in half. Now, all that's left is to fold down the wings and pull. How did yours turn out? There is so much you can make, and there are tons of tutorials to show you how. What are you interested in? Try making it out of paper.